as we are now watching on the screen, Tua Tagovailoa stepping to a podium in Alabama to make his decision known. Is he coming back? Is he not? What has he decided, Chris Brockman? Do you know what he's saying right now?
Tua is entering the 2020 NFL Draft.
There you go.
The only decision.
It's not, well, I mean, look, we went through it all with Todd McShay last week. That if Tua does not have some sort of medical clearance now to know that by April, will he be able to throw for any interested observers or employers in the NFL, which, by the way, you can put that number based on how many teams love their quarterbacks and have one that they know that is a stud for years to come. You got to put that at least at 20. Number of NFL teams that would be interested in Tua, at least at 20. At least. The issue is that if April rolls around and Tua suddenly has that setback and he's out for 6 months, how does that affect his draft status on the eve of the draft? That's the issue. Because he's now going to go to the combine with all of his MRIs and all of his x-rays. And I know I'm betraying my knowledge of health beyond WebMD. He's going to go with all that information to the combine. And that is absolutely going to be the most scrutinized aspect of the entire talent evaluation portion of the NFL calendar. How does his hip measure up? And teams will take their own tests. And he might spend half of his time in Indianapolis in an MRI tube. I've been to these rooms, these medical rooms. Each team has its own doctor looking at the same readout. And some of them see something different. I've been in a scouting combine medical room where a doctor points to a player and shows them an x-ray at how they broke their leg in some way, shape, or form in high school, and the player never knew that he had a break in his leg. They'll find it. If it's there, they will find it, and they will go through a fine-tooth comb, and then there'll be medical rechecks. This is what's in front of Tua, because he's going to light it up in an interview room. Teams are going to fall in love with him if they already haven't. And then he's going to get on a grease board and show his knowledge of the game that is going to make teams fall more in love. And any team that wants him, the owner of that team, the general manager of that team, the coach of that team, will bring the medical staff in the room and say, please tell me something good. Please tell me what I want to hear. And it's going to be their job to tell them what the reality is, even if it is against what they want to hear. And then Tua's going to throw for somebody in April, whichever teams that he probably wants to play for, to let him know. And then we'll go to work in Las Vegas. And I think he's going to be a top 5 pick anyway. Unless there's some sort of a setback. Only decision he really could make if he knows that he has the medicine and the bone structure on his side right now. Because playing another game in college where he's not being paid a single dime makes no sense. Going back and maybe rehabbing and going back to school like Thornton Mellon, and then maybe do some diving, some triple Lindy's. That might have been about it. But other than that, I mean, good luck to you, Tua. We will see you in Indianapolis in the scouting combine and the NFL Network. And we will also see you in the draft in Las Vegas, Nevada, unless he wants to be somewhere else. And I think you're going to hear his name really, really fast on that Thursday night. So Tua says, I'm in. And good for Alabama and Nick Saban to be there for this, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because a lot of people thought that was the okey doke to make you think that he's coming back. Right. Why would they give him the platform? Why would the coach be there? Because they're supporting a kid who is given quite a lot to the school.
Multiple surgeries,
Yes.
national championships. It's awesome.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.